Ants mechanical tip of the day. When you're doing an oil change and you take your drain plug off, you'll always have some kind of gasket on your drain plug right here, some kind of washer. There'll be plastic, there'll be rubber, sometimes they're copper. You always want to look for them and make sure you take them off and you replace them with a new one. It's okay if you use a copper one like this, a metal one. That copper is going to crush and seal, and you're not going to have a leak when you're done with your oil change. You just want to find one that's, you know, the best size for it. There you go. Oil filter secured.
Secured.
And the most important thing is to always replace that O-ring. Don't ever leave that O-ring there. They get smashed down, and that's why your oil filter leaks when you're done replacing it. It's because you didn't take this rubber ring off.
Everything you change with a gasket should be replaced?
Every single gasket you ever take off should be replaced every time. Say the biggest mistake that people make when they're doing their own oil filter replacements is they don't pay attention to where they take this rubber ring off, and they always end up putting it up on the threads like this. And what that does is when you go screw it in, it gets pinched there and it leaves a massive hole for oil to come out, and you'll spray oil everywhere. And that's how you have a bad oil leak after a nasty oil change. But if you make sure it's in the right spot and you make sure this filter is pressed in like it should, you can put this in with the tightness of your hand and you'll have no issues. And as you can see on this engine, it's in a nice spot. It's reachable from up top. You can screw it in. You'll see that O-ring right there starting to go down into its place. It'll start disappearing slowly. And look, literally with the tightness of my hand, you can get it all the way down. Now, of course, you want to use a socket on here, and that's what I'm going to do because that's easiest. But you can literally just put it on there with your hand and make sure it's as tight as possible, and you're good to go. Just like this. That's it. That's it right there. I'm not going to go any tighter. You don't need to make this so tight that it doesn't come out or this has the potential to crack. It just needs to be tight enough that they're flat, flush, and the O-ring is gone. And that's it.
Well done.